Guten Morgen world! Guten Morgen world! What a good morning! Happy 4th day of the Frankfurt International Book Fair. Oh my goodness. Guys, it is crazy busy here, and it's morning. There is tons, droves, and the tip of the iceberg. There is a long, and I'm not kidding, there's kilometers and miles. Here it's kilometers, so I'm using kilometers, but it's miles upon miles from different entrances here at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. America, well, East Coast, good very early morning. Folks in California, in the West, good evening. But it is a good very morning. Guten Morgen, Frankfurt. Guten Morgen world. We are very excited. We are pumped. We can literally feel the earth shaking because we are on a bridge that has thousands of people coming in at one time. Yes, I am holding, and I for life, but kidding aside, ladies and gentlemen, day 4 is about and has really kicked in. We are welcoming viewers. We are welcoming folks inside the Frankfurt International Book Fair. And by goodness, yesterday, just a recap for yesterday, day 3. In the morning, up to 1, 2 in the afternoon, very professional. Again, we had several folks that came in to meet, greet, and understand the business. We have folks that actually presented new technology for the readers, new technology for the authors, new technology to make sure that printing and publishing a book will be as easy as it can be. So we're very excited to also present this to our authors. We are excited to present. Oh my goodness, I will ambush you again. Come here. Ladies and gentlemen, MILF. How are you? Can I have another mic? Sure. I will ambush you. I always do.
I know.
Serendipity, destiny, that, but you're here. I want you to show your book.
Okay, but it's in the backpack because it was raining. So.
It was raining, yeah. So definitely, folks, I am with an author. I spoke to her 2 days ago in another entrance. This place is massive. I ambushed her in Hall 6, but we are in Hall 1. Hall 1 right now. So, this native from
Scotland.
California. I'm gonna say California.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna say California, but now Scotland.
Yes.
Now Scotland. Okay, has this brand new book.
It is. It came out on the 19th of September, a month ago.
A month ago. Okay, so let's pretend I did not talk to you. Because we
Okay.
have a lot of viewers. We're still ranking in. I think it's just about 100. But these are new. So tell me, Melanie, or tell me, Milky. Sorry.
Oh, no, you just added me.
I know. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So, and I don't know if the crew in the studio can get the book cover. They had the opportunity to get that, but talk about your book.
Sure. It's about a middle-aged woman who's married to an American mogul. And unfortunately, he's more concerned about building his empire than
Uh-huh.
he is with his wife. And she's a bit lonely. So she says, let's go to Italy and let's rekindle our marriage. And he says, okay, sure, go ahead, make the arrangements. I'll be there. So they go to Italy and he's there physically in Italy with her, but his mind is still in California on the business.
But did they rekindle? That's the question.
That is the question.
That is the cliffhanger. We have to hold for dear life here
Okay.
because it is shaking. But that is the cliffhanger of this new book. I haven't read it myself.
You should.
I should. Yeah, I should. But from the book cover alone, this can draw the attention of anyone, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So what's the inspiration of the book cover?
Well, actually, I was writing with someone and he mentioned there's a really spicy cover that maybe it would work for this one. Spicy.
Spicy. Flaming.
Flaming. And I said, sure. So I sent it to my graphics designer and he didn't use the whole picture. It was actually sure, I'd love for you to use my cover. And we just a bit, but it's actually quite wide. It's a full. But because we wanted to have the title and just focus on the provocative cocktail, we decided to just use a portion of the.
Yeah. I was saying, is that an olive or is it a cherry? So a lot of
What's it?
sublime there. What a spicy morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Yes.
It's supposed to be an olive because it represents a martini.
It is.
So it's a cocktail.
It can always be an olive, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Or cherry.
Or cherry. So can we invite them to purchase your book?
Of course.
Where can they find your book?
You can find my book on Amazon, as in most things. Go to my website at www.the-italian-affair.com, and it should bring you to a section where you can click on it, and it'll give you within your local area or Amazon, whether it's Germany or if it's in America or UK, it's there.
It's there.
It's there.
It's there, and definitely you'll be square if you don't get this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It comes in both paperback and an ebook, depending on which platform you prefer.
I feel like if it's an ebook and someone will read this inside a train commuting,
It's in secret. Nobody could tell that you're.
but another movie comes to play, riding the Long Island Express. Well, anyway, this book is exciting because let's not kid around, right? This is really part of human nature, right? Marriages are not perfect. Marriages need to be rekindled. Do they rekindle? That's always the question, right? Get the book and you'll know.
She does meet an Italian waiter, and he's very sexy. So.
Yeah.
So there's intrigue as well.
And with the background of Italy, where were they? In Rome, or were they down south, in Milan?
Yeah. So part of the book is centered in Abruzzo, which is actually kind of an unknown area of Italy, but it's also in Milan, and the second half of the book is actually in Sicily, in the southern half. It's where there's a marriage, but it's not hers. So.
Another cliffhanger right there. Okay, Milky,
Yes. Yes, John.
so do you have social media where folks can, can get a glimpse or at least interact with you?
Sure. I actually get a lot of interaction on X,
Ah.
often known as Twitter.
Twitter. So she tweets on X. Let's
I do.
clarify that.
That's right. Tweet on X, and my pen name there is at Starry Eyed Girl. That's at STARRY Eyed EYED, and then it's GIRRL.
Yes.
2 R's of the girl.
2 R's.
Yes.
Okay. So communicate with her, engage with her, obviously. But,
Maybe.
maybe. Or,
Well, you can the chapters actually
Yeah.
for free, and you can see how whether or not you like my writing style, and whether or not you like the story.
yeah. So, Milky, what we do with our authors is also we promote raffles.
Okay.
Play a game,
Sure.
right? Play a game on your website. Play a game in your X account, and you create the rules. They win. We ship them, or you ship them. A book,
I would love
a
to do
signed
that.
copy.
I would love to do that.
And obviously in exchange of their commitment to also share the book to another friend, another loved one after they would have read it.
I would love that.
And of course, they shouldn't forget, the 5 stars on Amazon or 5 stars on Google's.
Well, I only expect or hope that you could leave an honest review.
Yeah.
That's all that I can
That's
ask.
fair. That's
If you don't, please tell other people.
Tell
because-
you. Tell you.
Tell me as I will know what to focus on the sequel. Book
Yes,
2.
exactly. And that is the beauty of self-publishing, because right there, you will have ideas, you will have things to adjust until you make your book more perfect.
I definitely listen to my readers.
Yeah. And again, it's called post-production, PPC. I don't know what C stands for, but post-production corrections.
Okay.
And you can do that, right?
Great.
You can do that
Uh-huh.
for a very minimal fee. There's a post-production correction process that they have on Amazon and the others. I'm educating you.
I know you are.
Right.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. So again, Milky, the Italian Affair, here live at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers before I grab the screen to myself again?
Thank you for your time, for actually listening to my story. And if you're interested, Amazon, The Italian Affair by Milky.
The folks that are not, look at this. This may, this may
Wake
trigger
you
other
up.
things to do. But for the folks in the West Coast, California, in Oregon, and in Washington, perhaps this is a good conversation that you'll have in the dinner table if you're having your late dinner now. Alaska, Hawaii, it's definitely something to talk about. Search this book, The Italian Affair, not The Italian Job, right?
Oh, no, definitely.
No, it is The Italian Affair by Milky.
Thank you so
Author
much.
Milky.
Thank you, John. Bye-bye.
All right, you have a good one.
You too.
Good luck on your day
Thank
4.
you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, folks. Wow. So definitely, she's one of the independent authors with us as an independent publisher and an independent marketer. And what a great day. What a great day it's going to be. I am manifesting the best day ever in a book fair. Okay? So we are in Hall 1 by. We are in Hall 1 right now. Again, influx, thousands upon thousands. Each and every hall. And we are here. We are here live. We are going to take you to our booth, Hall 1, while I walk to Hall 6, to Lane B, to ground or level 0. And and stand number 11, we are gonna put you on commercial. Okay, so I will let these folks walk in and enjoy the book fair, while everyone at home will just be seeing some good clips. So I am on my way.
Discover Dashing Douglas.
ReadersMagnet is back in the heart of Guadalajara, Mexico. Join us for the largest Spanish-language book fair in the world. Guadalajara International Book Fair 2024. Access to over 300,000 titles. Networking opportunities with 15,000 book professionals. Feature your book in our book shoutout. And invite readers to grab a copy through our book plug. See you on November 30th to December 4th, 2024. Visit us at booth GG40 and GG42. Don't miss out and save the date. Contact us at 1-800-8050-762.
Right. That was our mini break, and I just walked from hall one, and now we are in hall five. I want you to see that folks are still coming in, right? Coming in from every single entrance in the hall. Security is tight, but so what, right? The folks are just coming in, and really trying to look for the next big thing here at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. So, again, scale, magnitude, um, I just want you to see it because we're here live, and we're here wanting you to feel the energy, feel the vibe, and experience how it is to be in the longest running book event in the world. Folks, I kid you not. This is the 76th or 75th year of a formal gathering called the Frankfurt Book Messe, but it is over 500 years of tradition, 500 years of really enjoying the books, 500 years of just the passion of reading, creating, and actually exposing their books. So Frankfurt, right here in the middle of Germany, is always the host of the biggest and largest book fair in the world. Now, to let you see the magnitude, come on over, right? Let's I'll walk you through the whole of hall 5 for you to see how long it takes me to walk from hall to hall to hall over here. Yeah, on the left. Okay, so as I try to multitask and see, we're standing in escalator or walkalator. I am just amazed and thrilled because did you know? Yep, did you know that among the European countries, and back in the day, hundreds and hundreds, probably almost 1,000 years ago, amongst the nations in Europe, they were told to choose one aspect, or they were told to choose one aspect of the, or one piece that best represents their city or represents their country. And this part of Germany, I'm not sure if it was Germany back then, or it was part of Germany back then, but definitely this was Frankfurt already. So this area of Europe already chose paper, as their as their product. So when they chose paper, obviously it couldn't just remain as paper. They had to do something with paper. Thus, the printing press has also started. So just a bit of tidbit, right? And when printing press is there, books were made, other things were made, and obviously they needed an event. They needed an event to culminate, and event really to bring together the industry of paper. So that's a tidbit that I'm sharing to you. That's a tidbit I got in understanding that we are truly in a place of authority, right? It matters because we understand why is not just the longest running book fair happening in Frankfurt. Well, that is that. So they chose paper first around there. I'm not sure if it's really invented, but what I'm sure of is that it was brought big here. You know, this part of the city or this part of the country made sure that, you know, this is the industry of choice. Paper was the industry of choice. Oh my God, what do you know? We are in hall number 6, right? So I am entering hall number 6 from the first floor, or what we know is the second floor, right? So we are here live at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. Since we're in hall 6, we can go on commercial, so I can walk towards the other end, right? We are located in hall 6, lane B of the first floor or ground floor of hall 6, right? Lane B, stand number 11. That's where you can see Reader's Magnet here live at the Frankfurt Book Fair. So bye for now, and I will see you in a few minutes.
Discover Dashing Douglas.
All right. So I took you to the entrance of hall 6 from the second floor, or what they call the first floor here. And well, we are in level 0 already. And as you see, we are in lane B. So we're going to walk to the booth. We're going to walk to the booth because 2 authors are actually waiting for us to let us know about what their book is about and who they are, right? So very exciting morning. Today, again, a lot of people are in costumes. A lot of people are really very prepared to just have fun, just kick it here at the Frankfurt Book Fair and meet new people. So again, let me take you to our booth. We are at hall 6, right? Level 0, lane B, and stand number 11. Come on. So I'd like to educate also the folks that in this massive hall, we have different countries. Different countries come in. Different countries bringing the publishing companies within their countries. So I'm actually inside, or we're walking through, Canada, and or we just walked through Canada. We're entering Australia, and these are just publishing houses. These are printing presses from every part of the globe, right? And we are here in Hall 6 with actually great neighbors. Again, we started off with Canada. We're in Australia, and we're seeing some. Oh, there's Israel over there, but we're going through some of our partners from America, and shortly we will also pass by India. And what a blessing, what an honor, what a privilege it is to be, as an American, being part of this world, and just making sure that our books are known. So this is the beautiful booth of India. India has one of the best booths in this. Our friends from China are also here, and oh, look at that! It is our friend, and no less our VIA, our author, very important author, Alyssa. Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
I need a mic for her. Okay.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, folks. All right, that is the mic of Alyssa.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
Very good. How was your? Did you rest? Or did you explore
I did
Frankfurt?
both.
You did both.
I did both.
Where did you go?
I went around the book fair.
You-
Where else would I go?
Well, Frankfurt. There's more to Frankfurt than the book fair, but she is right that it is only the book fair that's truly happening
This is happening in Frankfurt.
in Frankfurt these days. So I was telling them, the history about why Frankfurt is truly the center of paper and books in Europe and in the world. It's because more than 500 years ago, this is the industry they chose.
Yeah, which is incredible.
This is the industry they chose. They were tasked to choose an industry, and paper was the option in this part. I don't know if this was exactly Germany 1,000 years ago, but definitely it was Frankfurt. Okay, it was Frankfurt, and amongst the nations here in Europe back then, they were tasked to choose an industry where they can be good at, choose an industry where they can flourish and really sustain. And my goodness, it has sustained decade, century over century over century over century, and then
I think
here
it was
we are.
you. Was it you that was telling me that the book printing press,
Yes, the
very first, it
book
was
printing press,
right here in
and that is
Frankfurt?
why, because they chose paper. Obviously, in their choice of paper, they had to know what else to do with paper,
Which is amazing. That
which
the
is
first
truly
book
amazing.
printing press is right here in Frankfurt,
Yep.
which is why they have the book fair. And
The.
this
And
book
this.
fair is the book fair. I can't believe how big. Everyone told me that this is a big book fair, and
It's the biggest book fair, but
I was not prepared.
Yeah.
Still was not prepared.
yeah.
And where is my book?
Where
oh
is-
my
Oh!
goodness, it's right here. Look at that. And
Okay.
something just fell.
So what is your book about? And wait a minute. Who are you first? Who am I talking to?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. You tell me.
I am apparently a very important author.
Yes, she is. She's not only a very important author, but a dear friend.
Yes.
A dear friend also to Readers Magnet. So who are you, dear friend?
I am Melissa Mortel, and this is my #1 international best-selling book, Invisible Warriors.
What is it about?
It's about what it's like to live with chronic illness But what I did is I got rid of all medical jargon in the book. So it gets rid of, what that does is it gets rid of all misunderstanding and stigma that surrounds chronic illness, which is really good because in this day and age, we all kind of know somebody that's dealing with something, whether that be, mental, something like depression, anxiety. In this day and age, there's a lot of anxiety going on. There's lots of stuff going on in the world, or anything physical, whether that be like fibromyalgia or arthritis, dealing with a lot of elderly patients, elderly parents, things like that. We were a lot of sportsmen, skiers, things like that. Did a lot of fun things in our youth. Now our knees and hips might be going out a little bit. I know my knees are not as good as they used to be.
I wasn't gonna agree because I'm gonna pretend.
He's gonna pretend he's okay. But those kind of things are happening to a lot of us all over the world. And what this does is it really gets rid of anything that people might be misunderstanding. Whether you're a caregiver or somebody that needs care, this book is for you. It's part workbook. So you can really deepen your understanding and help others or help yourself to know what you're going through or what someone else is going through. There's also a really harrowing story from a gentleman in the UK. And he was kind enough to offer his story to the world.
Yes.
Which is really amazing. It ties everything together.
Yep. And you are definitely tied to the hip of Reader's Magnet.
That's right.
Because this awesome book has been around the world with us.
It has, luckily.
We kicked it off in our very first in-person or physical book fair, because always we start the year with a virtual book fair.
Which is incredible. We're going to start this year off strong too.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
2025
I keep thinking that it's 2025 in It feels like it's coming on already.
Yep. But so in London, this book was showcased after London we had LA, right?
We went to LA Times,
the West
Book Fair,
Coast,
which it
was
big hit.
Yeah, a huge hit because everyone in the West Coast was in downtown LA in the campus of USC, and this book was there too.
It was really popular. We had a great time. You got an umbrella.
We did.
Yeah.
We got an umbrella. I got an umbrella.
You got an umbrella
because of you.
Yes.
Right. And it was an awesome umbrella.
You could use it today. It's raining outside.
But I didn't bring it. Bummer. But I could definitely use another umbrella next year. No, but it's I never thought in my wildest dreams I would drool over an umbrella, but I did. Right?
Yeah. It was
but
fun.
Anyway, this book it didn't stop there. This book traveled also with us, with Alyssa, to our next destination, which was Chicago.
Yeah, went to Chicago with me.
Yeah.
I think it went to Asia with you guys, though.
Hang on. So it went to Asia. Korea and Hong Kong. Unfortunately, not with Alyssa.
I couldn't go.
This year.
Reader's Magnet.
Hopefully next year.
Next year, definitely going next year.
But her book was with us.
Reader's Magnet was kind enough to take my book over there for me, even though I couldn't make it.
Absolutely. And she rejoined her book. The author rejoined her book in Chicago.
Look at
this rock star rocking it like her. She's rocking
my purple hair.
Is it purple, ladies and gentlemen? Can you see purple or can you see violet? You tell me.
You
Comment
tell us.
below,
Let us know.
So this book was had two events in Chicago. It was displayed in the confab. It was displayed on the streets in the heart of Printers Row in Chicago. And then
we're at Frankfurt.
we are here.
We're here.
We are here, my dear friend. We are here, my dear book. We are here live and kicking it in the Frankfurt International Book Fair.
And we're having so much fun.
We are. Yes, we are. Every country that I was going through, she has partied with them. You name it. Canada, Australia, Turkey.
We had fun with Turkey. We're having a great time with the Philippines.
Yes.
We met some incredible people.
Oh my goodness!
We were with an incredible author last night.
She was with HarperCollins. one of the giants. So we're not HarperCollins.
We're not.
We don't strive to be, but we want to be friends.
We're really
with-
good friends. We're really good friends.
with HarperCollins.
Yeah.
So folks, all you have to do is just key in these words on Amazon: Invisible Warriors by Alyssa Mortel. And hey, where can they reach you, or where can they, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me at IV as in Victory, Warriors.com. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff going on at IV Warriors. We're starting a global movement that we want you to be a part of. And if you type in FRA 2024, you can get three free months free membership into our website. So
Wow.
come and join us, everybody. And that's a gift for me and your friends over at ReadersMagnet.
Yeah, so for the folks that are not watching us live, but will be able to watch this in our feed, that will still be applicable to them. Right?
Absolutely.
Just as long as you, you engage with her this month, the month of October.
Yep.
Just October, okay? After October 31st, that offer does not stand anymore. Let's make that clear, right? It started on day 2. She wasn't here on day 1. It started on day 2 of the Frankfurt International Book Fair, and we'll go through the
month of October. Yeah.
The month of October.
Yeah.
So awesome gift. Obviously, she's paying it forward. Anything and everything to support our VIAs. That's what we're gonna do, because at Readers Magnet, we do share our stories with the world, and we share our authors with the world as well.
And we really appreciate you guys.
All right, so thank you for your time. What's the plan for the day?
Time for the day is to talk to as many people and other authors. And
How many bookmarks do you have left?
I have about 250 bookmarks left.
So you have 2 days, 100 today probably, and 100 tomorrow?
Yes.
You'll be good. How many brochures or pamphlets do you have left?
Not many. Those are going away quick.
Yep. And that, I think that helps you explain your book.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes folks, when they hear it once, they'll remember a speck of it, or they'll even remember the idea of it. They'll remember your purple hair and whatnot. But truly, the details are to be found in that. So I'm so glad you came to war, or you came to this battle very prepared.
Absolutely.
Right? How about business cards?
I don't have many of those left either. Those are going quick.
Yep. Going quick, going once, going twice, and going quick.
Yeah.
And definitely that's what you bring around. And that's what I tell our authors, right? You don't come into a book fair expecting fairgoers to come to you.
No, you got to go to them.
Yes, you gotta go to them, because guess what? If there are over a million books in this book fair, there's also gonna be close to 1 million authors lingering around. So this is just a tip for the future folks that are, or the future authors that are gonna join us. You gotta do your part.
You do.
This woman, this friend, this very important author has done her part in London. She's done her part in LA. We helped her in Seoul in Korea. We helped her in Hong Kong. But she came back to the battle in Chicago, and definitely she's here with us live in Frankfurt.
Yeah, and it's been great. It's been so fun.
So is there anything else you'd like to share with the authors or the viewers?
I just want you guys to know that you can make your dreams come true, and please get the book. I think it's going to help somebody that you know, if not yourself.
So this is not only for the chronically ill, right?
It's for your loved ones. This will build a bridge of communication for anyone, whether you identify as chronically ill or not.
Yes, because we have to understand one another, and this is the best way to understand people that are going through something.
Yep, because everyone has a battle, and it's always invisible.
Yeah.
So keep fighting out there, everybody.
All right.
And be kind.
Okay. So head on to the book fair.
Goodbye,
and
everyone.
Make sure that you have fun. Okay.
Thank you, John.
Stay hydrated.
That's right. You too.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
All right, folks. So, wow, our second author for this morning. We talked to Milfy in the entrance. Hall 1. She ambushed me, but thank God she ambushed me. Alyssa is here. And last but not the least for this morning is another dear friend of Reader's Magnet. He has three great books, but with us here at the Frankfurt International Book Fair is only two. We're going to focus on the two, and he's going to tell you more about it. He's told our viewers since day one about his wonderful books, and that's what he's going to do this morning because, you know, as I've told him, we cannot stop preaching until everyone will get the point. All right, without further ado, I bring to you Reverend Charles Ayadu. Without further ado, Ayadu.
Thank you.
All right. So Reverend Charles, we are gonna play a game this morning.
Which game is that? I'm
Oh,
not ready
my
for a game. I
goodness.
don't want to be. What kind of game
Oh,
is that?
this game is called This or That. All
This
you-
or that?
Yes, all you have to do is just choose between the choices that I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
Okay, and definitely we are going to have folks prepare. But before the game, Reverend Charles, I'd like to give you the floor to give a bit of a synopsis of your first book. We will also end this with your other book. Okay, so let's start with this book this morning,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah, the
as we
second
end
one.
our live session, we will end with this book.
Okay.
So concisely, what is your book about, and concisely, who is the market, or who can read your book, right?
Thank you very much. My book is a comprehensive contemplative exposition for all levels of biblical scholarship in academics and for spiritual nourishment.
Yes.
It is for the pastors, it is for students, it is for families, it is for anyone that is seeking biblical studies for spiritual growth. And so graduate students, professors, those in the academics. And then even when it comes to family, we are looking at what will help nurture children and then nurture the youth
Yeah.
and nurture and help even family relations like husbands and wives and all that. This book is there to help all those people.
Yeah. Okay. And what is this book about? This particular book.
This particular book offers an in-depth explanation to what Jude and Philemon talks about in the Bible. Jude specifically speaks to false prophets in his day, and in our day is even prevalent, giving them warnings, and at the same time also encouraging Christians to contend for their faith, because these false prophets and false pastors and false teachers and false leaders have all crept into the church and in the community of the Christians, and they are messing up Christianity, messing up things of the church, and Jude warns them. At the same time, Jude is also encouraging Christians that because of these people, contend for your faith. Build yourself up in the most holy faith so you'll be able to stand. Philemon, on the other hand, teaches about
Three things.
three things. One is forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Two is reconciliation.
Reconciliation.
Three is restoration.
Yes.
These
Restoration.
three things, these days, you can't even find it among Christians. It's sad
Yeah.
to see that somebody does something and it's difficult to forgive, let alone to reconcile and to restore. And this is not what Jesus came for. Jesus came that we will be forgiven, we will be reconciled to one another, and we will restore one another. And as you study this in-depth material, it helps you to prepare your sermons for personal devotions, Bible studies, and then any teacher, Sunday school teachers, classroom teachers, and family studies, and everything. And it helps you to be able to do better.
Yeah. And if you can also briefly tell them what the format of the book is, because it's a great logical, strategic format that can really help you understand coming from different hats of authority.
For both books, that is the Psalms and Jude and Philemon, they have been structured specifically to enhance easy learning. I do not skip a verse. This is unlike the other devotions where we go in for topical studies and pick a verse from Jude and pick a verse from Psalm and pick a verse in Corinthians. No, this one doesn't skip a verse. So when you start with Jude 1 verse 1 or Philemon 1 verse 1, it goes to verse 2, verse 3, verse 4, and I give the scripture, the theme, and then the theme is itemized. The scripture is itemized, and I break it into segments, and I pick each segment and do a contemplative study on it. And after the contemplative study, we also do contemplative and comparative analysis on that one verse. Or that same verse with various verses in the Bible for cross references. Beyond that, we do contemplative reasonings and thoughts. This is where we reasoned with that particular scripture. What is Jude talking about? Who are these false prophets? Were they prophets of his day, or in our contemporary society we still have them? How are we able to contend our faith with them? So all these we call it contemplative reasonings and thoughts, and there are 7 points on that. Then beyond that, then we come to contemporary practical proverbial thoughts elicited from the study for family, and we get 7 points for family. The same 7 points for learning institutions that targets the youth. Then 7 points for the church, and then 7 points for the nation. After that, we raise questions for further explications of the study. And then also 7 points, and then seven further scriptures for contemplation, discussions, and study. Finally, we do a concluding thought. This is the structure for each of the verses that is stated in this book.
Yeah.
And as you go through, this is only for verse 1 of that book of Jude. And you come to verse 2, the same thing, verse 3, the same thing, verse 4. So you won't miss anything. A student, you get what you need. A teacher, you get what you need. A pastor, you get what you need. And then even professors, you get what you need to teach and to do what you have to do.
Oh my goodness, right? This is the self-help book of self-help book. False prophet, this man is not. Let me repeat. False prophet, this man is not. Even before he started using that, I already told him, I am looking at someone that is not a false prophet. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you too.
And I am telling you, a man of authority, he is, because he's not writing about something he is not. He says this is for a family man or a family member because he's a leader of the family. This is written in the perspective for professors, teachers, and educators.
This one too.
Yep, that one too. And he is a professor.
Yeah.
He is a professor in a university in Ghana, right? He also taught in the U.S. and
Montclair State,
all over the world. He's, by the way, from Massachusetts and is also from Ghana. And he was also saying this is, for the family, for for the for for the for the one who heads the church, and
Yeah,
what
for
was
pastors, for prophets, for leaders,
Yes.
for Sunday school, for the ordinary person, a member of the church, anybody at all. That is seeking biblical scholarship, spiritual nourishment, daily Bible devotion, group Bible studies, all that.
Yes, yes. And as you know, a global citizen, I'm going to say global citizen because not only is he an American, ladies and gentlemen, but he's also from Ghana, right?
Yeah.
So in the continent of North America and the continent of Africa,
Africa.
he is a states.
And now we are in Europe.
And we are in Europe, right? Truly a global citizen.
And we'll be going to South America.
And we can and we will go to South America. Okay, so you know, and that's what it's all about, right? We share. You know, we continue to share the good word and to really teach them how to appreciate, you know, just one or two sentences from the Bible, but really elaborated into pages and pages of a study.
Yeah.
A lot of studies in both these books. Anything to add before we play the game?
This game you are serious about.
Yes.
So get out there to Amazon.com, Barnes and Nobles, and Google Books and Apple iBooks, and get your copy.
Get your copy,
And
folks.
your life will never be the same.
Yeah.
You want to also reach me on 774-239-4231, and then we'll talk. Do you know, I had a call from Vancouver,
Yes.
and they are discussing seriously about taking it to Christianity Today, and then putting me on a TV interview.
A TV interview.
And I told them that I'm already with ReadersMagnet, and we are looking at possible TV interviews. So people
that's
keep
good.
talking. People keep talking about it, calling me and discussing this.
And that's the goal. That's the goal, because if your book will just remain on the shelves or on the pages
It won't
of
make any
Amazon,
difference. Yeah.
why did we even write it in the first
Yeah,
place?
sure.
Right? So as I've told Alyssa earlier, Reverend Charles, that this is not going to be easy, but it's going to be worthwhile. It won't take an institution, but it will be primarily be you. And again, you are not a false prophet. You can even soon edit this and put a perspective as an author. As an author, right? As you do this journey, as you wrote this journey, you can add a perspective as an author. So let's play the game. This
Ready.
or that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Reverend Charles. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Wow, very healthy.
And for
Okay.
tea, I'm looking at salsa tea,
Okay.
and then turmeric tea, not any other tea.
Now, okay. Do you drink that every day or?
Not every day, but every other day.
Yeah. So at least you know.
Salsa is good
Okay.
for every meal.
Thank you. Thank you for giving that recommendation. So home cooked meal or restaurant dining?
Home cook.
Oh, home cook. Do you cook,
I
Reverend
do.
Charles? You do.
Yeah.
What kind do you cook?
You don't know that kind of meal. It's called fufu and abenkwai.
Fufu and a bengkwai. Okay, tell us a little something about it. Just a little.
Okay, fufu is plantain.
Banana.
No, plantain. Plantain is like banana,
Oh.
but I guess your side they call it banana.
Yeah.
But plantain.
We call it banana in America.
Okay.
right?
Then cassava.
Yes.
You cook and then you pound them together. You cook them together. You pound in a mortar with a pestle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you
mashed?
make it to mash, and then you prepare soup with oil palm nuts. You know
Yes.
oil palm nuts, and then you eat together.
Oh.
It's delicious.
And it sounds very healthy,
Very, very healthy.
right?
Very, very healthy.
Plantain, plus
Plantain, cassava, and then oil palm nuts
oil
used
palm nuts.
to prepare soup.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Okay. Music or movies, Reverend Charles? And I feel like
Music.
who's your favorite artist?
It's this Christian. It's a Ghanaian.
Oh, he's from Ghana. Okay.
yes,
What's his
again,
name?
yes.
Come on, so we can promote him too.
Oh, please, I forgot.
If you remember his name, let someone comment it on Facebook so
Okay.
folks will know. Can you sing a line or two?
Hey!
Hey! Come on, Reverend Charles.
I believe that I was given the voice
Okay.
to preach, but not the voice
Okay.
to sing.
His calling, ladies and gentlemen, was to preach and not to sing. Okay. Day or night?
Most of my researches I do it at night time. So I guess I'm a night person.
Night person. Okay.
Yeah.
Patience or paperwork?
I don't get it.
I don't get it too, but you just choose, right? I think this is patience or paperwork.
Yeah. Let's go with paperwork.
Paperwork. Yeah. Are you good with paperwork? Are you good with administerial
Filling of
things?
forms and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not disturb or please interrupt.
Interrupt.
Please interrupt.
Yeah. My phone is always
Open.
on. I don't put my phone on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always on.
And I've always believed in an open door policy.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
as long as you get me, we'll talk. Because one of my professions is a pastor. And as a pastor, you have to open your doors for a lot of people
Yes.
to reach out to you for counseling, for this, for that, and all that. Yeah.
Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Sunset.
I'm
so
a night person. Yes.
Okay, okay. Because if you're a night person too, you can, wake up or sleep during the sunrise. Okay. Theory or practice, Reverend Charles?
Practice.
Practice.
It must be practical. Whatever we do.
Not a false prophet.
No.
Practices what he preaches.
Practice,
Okay. Okay.
Like you remember the scripture I gave
Yes.
the first day, Ezra 7:10, that Ezra has set his heart to study the word of the Lord and to practice it and to teach it. So we study God's word, we practice God's word, and we teach God's word.
Yes. Mindfulness, meditation, or active reflection?
Meditation.
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 Do you meditate every day?
Yeah. I've done it even this morning. Meditation comes with reflection. And then
Do you have also a structure in your meditation? Or it's just
find the cool hours of the day.
okay.
Study the word of God. Reach out to Him in the way you pray. Leave it quietly. Listen to yourself and listen to Him talk to you.
Nice.
Simple.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Teaching in a classroom or leadership workshops?
Teaching in a classroom. I've been a teacher all my life. I told you, I've taught in the primary school, I've taught in the middle school, I've taught in the high school, I'm now teaching in the university. I like teaching in the classrooms.
Oh, nice. Structured learning or free exploration?
Free exploration, because I've stayed with the structured learning for a very long time in a classroom setting. And I believe that the way forward these days is to go free exploration. Allow the students to explore, to discover, and to come out with findings that will help everyone.
Okay, wow.
Is that
Thank
a game?
It is a game. It was a game. It's done.
So what was my score?
9/10.
Where did I get wrong?
Because only God is perfect.
So let's give God 10 plus 1.
Okay, we can
Because 10 doesn't fit
give
you.
11/10,
Yeah.
but we can give you 10/10. Okay, on that note, thank you for being such a sportsman,
Thank you too.
Reverend.
Thank you too.
It's really been, a great time here. We've
Yeah.
learned a lot. I'm telling you, right? You started this with that quote or with that verse from Ezra.
7:10.
And
yeah.
I'm glad you're ending your Frankfurt visit with that verse
verses again.
as well.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, and
That verse has made that's my verse.
yes,
It has made me.
yep, as early as high school.
Yeah, as early as high school.
Wow.
There's another verse like Isaiah 40 verse 31. Those who wait on the Lord, they renew their strength. They mount up with wings like eagles. They run, they never faint. They walk, and never be weary.
Wow.
These two verses,
Yeah.
Isaiah and Ezra, is what keeps me going, and what keeps my wife and my family going.
So do you have that posted around or just memorized in your head?
No, it's in my head.
It's in your head.
You know one thing about me? I never go to the pulpit with the Bible.
You don't? What?
Everything I teach, preach, comes from me.
Comes from the heart.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have it in me.
Amazing, right? So let's end it amazingly and promote your other book.
So this is the Psalms. It's 120 verses with 120 themes, 120 itemized verses, 120 contemplative and comparative analysis, and 120 concluding thoughts, consisting of 840 contemplative reasonings and thoughts. 840. Another 840 contemporary practical proverbial thoughts for the family, similar for learning institutions, similar for church, similar for national life, and then similar for discussions and all that. Friends, if you are a pastor, if you are a church leader, if you are a Sunday school teacher, if you are a family person, even a national figure, anyone at all, you are looking for something to counsel you, something to grow your faith. For the Bible says, without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. We walk by faith and not by sight. This book about David and how David stood as a young person and stayed in the arms of God and used it to defeat Goliath and all those who came around. It is in your hands now. Really structured very well for you to have an in-depth study of verse upon verse upon verse upon verse. We don't skip any verse. And if you do this as a pastor, you just pick it, you preach. As a lay leader, you pick it, you preach. You don't need any preparation. Everything has been done for you. As a student who needs something to augment your research work, it is done for you. You can get something to write about nations. You can get something to write about the church. You can get something to write about family. You can get something to write about institutions. And what I like about this, I like everything, but what I like about this is the contemplative reasonings and thoughts, where you engage the Bible with critical thinking analysis. You don't just go in to pick anything, or you critically analyze and objectively accept. And that is it for you. If you take this, you study it, your life will never ever remain the same. I trust it. Do it. And you can get it at Amazon.com. You can get this at Barnes & Nobles and Google Books and then Apple iBooks. They are all there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you too.
It was really evident that your calling is to be a man of faith, a man who can really preach, a man that is not a false prophet. And I'm blessed. I'm honored. We are honored that we can also share your story to the world. So thank you.
I'm also honored and privileged to have found you and then working together.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
I believe God brought us together.
You seeing my work and then following up with me. Initially, my family in Massachusetts didn't know you well, and so we had a little bit of do you know them? Do you know them? Are they not a scam? Are they not going to scam you? Whatever it is. I said, how are they going to scam me? I'm ReadersMagnet. And now they have seen that no, you are not a scamming organization. You are truly what you say you do. You have done it well. And through you and these live sessions, I'm getting other offers.
Yes.
And each day I take photos, I send to them in Massachusetts, I tell them how people are calling me and the rest, and now they are so happy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Readers Magnet.
Thank you.
God
Thank you,
bless.
Reverend Charles.
God bless.
Thank you to the family of Reverend Charles in Massachusetts who sent this book to me in books to me in New York.
Yeah.
And you know, I cannot thank you enough for flying in. So he did not fly in from Massachusetts.
No,
He flew in
Ghana.
from Ghana.
Yeah.
That's a little bit further away compared to the flight I had from New York, right?
How many hours?
Close to 6, 5
Okay.
something.
I think this is 6.5.
Oh, so yeah, so
But
it's
I'm going back to Ghana
Yeah.
and then to
All
the
right.
US.
so in your church, Reverend, do me a favor because they should see your live sessions every day. If they can also share the live sessions, the recorded sessions now, because they're not live anymore, but they're in the page. If you can share that on Facebook
Yeah.
so that folks can see, right?
Right.
That hey,
Well, did you recorded and
it
for
is.
me?
Oh well, it's on our page.
Okay, so
You-
we can
you can
we
go
can
to the
send
page.
it.
Yes, you can just share it
Okay.
through Facebook, through Instagram, or through the other forms.
Mm.
But you know, it's so inspiring because you are doing another calling. You know, yeah. Who would think that you would be an author?
Yeah.
This is another calling, Reverend. I'm telling you, and believe me that you are not only destined to be a family person, to be a distinguished gentleman from the academe, you know, a noble preacher, but now you are a highly esteemed author.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So this you're just answering every single calling, and you're doing it really well. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Again, I would like to shake the hand of this
I'm also shaking the hand of
of
this
someone that is
eminent
not a
personality.
false prophet.
No.
Okay, so thank you
God bless.
and have fun your last day. I'm not sure if you still have business cards, but you know, I hope you can talk to more people to
Yeah.
engage, because if you have that effect on me, you will have that effect on any
Others.
fair goer
Yeah.
that will go your way.
Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Okay, so
Readers
it's not going to be
Magnet.
back tomorrow
No.
during our last day,
I'm
but
done.
but you can still review his live sessions
Yeah.
in our page, and all you have to do is just look him up on Amazon. Type in Horizons Contemplative
Contemplative studies.
Contemplative Studies, and there is Psalms and Jude and Philemon for this, and buy that book, folks, and probably you can even let your church or let your family spearhead a game, right? Because we're doing this, people are watching you, right? So if folks will engage and interact or call with you, do a raffle, right? You can send them an autographed copy of your book. Do something, okay? Because you are a brilliant author, and it's such a waste if this will just be in the shelves or in the pages of Amazon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Yes, safe travels.
Thanks.
Okay, so folks, wow, what a very enriching, enlightening, and inspirational morning here at Readers Magnet at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. So, you know, this week is going to be is going to wrap up. Going to wrap up tomorrow. But before it wraps up, we are live and kicking at the Frankfurt Messe, in the book Messe here at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. 75th year or 76th year, but again, the longest running book fair in the world is still happening. Second to the last day, or fourth day. Tomorrow is the last day. So come on over, Hall 6, ladies and gentlemen, Hall 6, Level 0, or the ground floor here at Frankfurt International Book Fair, or Messe, the Messe here in Frankfurt. We are at Lane B and Stand 11. Folks, please make sure that we are here, right? We're gonna go on live again at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But for now, we will go back to the, to what we do best, is the book shoutouts. Rob, you're doing a fine job. You're doing even better than me. So break a leg and have a wonderful time plugging those books. And we're doing really well. I think this is very seamless as we transition from the live interviews to the live book shoutouts and book mentions or book plugs. There's too many book jargons here, but after all, we are at the International Book Fair here in Frankfurt. So everyone in Europe, everyone here in Germany, everyone here in Frankfurt, have a good rest of the morning from me. Everyone in New York, in the East Coast, sleep tight. California, Alaska, Hawaii, good night. And that's all for me for the morning session. Back to you, Rob. Back to you, Rob. Back to you.
Sorry, I forgot to turn on my microphone here. But again, hello there and welcome to another session of our book shoutouts again. And again, it's already day 4 of our Frankfurt International Book Fair. And John, thank you much for passing the baton to me when it comes with these book plugs. And again, always want to give you a heads up that wherever you are in the world, again, that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and every one of you, okay? So hello, Pam. Good morning, Pam. So hopefully you'll get again, I know you love tea based on yesterday. So hopefully you'll get a cup of tea today. And don't worry though, we'll make sure that we can go with a couple of books that we can add to your future books to read list. And we'll also want to give you a heads up though, if ever you are in the vicinity of where Frankfurt International Book Fair is being held, feel free to visit our booth and get featured on our on our social media platforms. Okay, so just bring a copy of your book, grab that chance, grab the opportunity to be interviewed, and hey, who knows? Again, all books deserves that spotlight, okay? And make sure they can give your book that spotlight it deserves as well, okay? So again, coming back with a couple of books that we do have here. So by the way, Maxine, good morning as well. Thank you much for joining in the stream. And Lena, do you only do book shout outs? Actually, Lena, I also do author interviews. So you can check on our YouTube page. It's at ReadersMagnet. You would be seeing a couple of author interviews that we did with a couple of authors, talking about some new books, some old books, some current books, depends, okay? Because again, author interviews are there to make sure that at least you can share that message. Because again, who is the best person that can share the message of the book is the author themselves, okay? Nobody else can share that message despite the author itself, okay? Readers, it's up to interpretation, but authors really know the core message when it comes to it. So, Lennon, just to answer your question, not only shout outs though, but you also do author interviews. just try to check out our YouTube page, and hey, maybe you'll see a lot of stuff. I'm not the only person who does it though. We have a there is a few of us, not a few of us, a lot of us who do these stuff. But again, it's just gonna be me for this event, and it's gonna be for 5 days. And I feel sad that tomorrow's gonna be the last day of me doing some book shoutouts. But you don't need to worry though. In the on our mid afternoon session though, I'll be still having a special guest, and I'm gonna be summoning him later on as well. And we're still gonna be wearing the same red polo shirts as usual. Okay, so again, just make sure to stay in the stream, and if ever you do have your book that is about to be shouted out, don't worry though, we'll make sure we'll give you the time that your book deserves. Okay, so Ellie, yeah, good morning too as well. And good to see you. Thank you much for joining in the stream, Ellie. Hope you had your coffee, hope you had your breakfast. Come on, just chill, let's relax. Okay, while you're chilling and listening to me, just one quick reminder about our Kindle draw will be happening tomorrow in the afternoon session. Okay, so that'll be in the afternoon session. So please make sure to, be there during the raffle entry. Okay, so again, in order for you to earn raffle entries, there are two ways. If you are there physically at the book event, feel free to join the scavenger hunt that we had set it up there. And if you are not able to be there at the book fair, then hey, join me. Answer some trivia questions. We always have 3 trivia questions every day for us to make sure that you can earn 3 raffle entries. Okay, it's on a first come first basis when it comes with answers. If you get a correct answer, then basically you'll be getting a raffle entry. And here's one thing, I promise, it's gonna be easy right now. I won't have those those weird questions like out of the box plot twisty thingy. Okay, so don't worry, it's gonna be straightforward trivia. I want to make sure that a lot of people can get some raffle entries and grab that opportunity to get a free Kindle. And just to answer your question here, Reginald, will Revan be around later, Rob? You guys are such a fun duo. Thank you much for that, Reginald. Really appreciate that. And hey, who knows? If ever I'll be summoning him, and I think he's the only person I can summon, so I'll be putting Revan in there as well. Okay. And from Pam Jackson. Yes, I will be summoning him later on. If he doesn't call to my summons, then I need to summon another person who will be with me during the book shout out. Okay. And from Kathleen Jones, Kathleen, good morning, and good to see you there again. Buenos dias. Sorry, that's Spanish. Okay, so buenos dias as well, Miss Kathleen. Mi corazón, mi Kathleen Jones. Okay, so going back to the whole thing now. So again, we do have a couple of books on our belt. Again, it's the second to the last day of the Frankfurt International Book Fair, but we still do have a lot of books that deserve that spotlight. So first book that we do have here on list. So get ready to get those smartphones up so you can scan these QR codes. So again, first book we do have on the list here is My Little Home, coming from Carol Tini. Okay, it's titled, there's a quick synopsis when it comes to this book as well. It is, blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her. That's Luke 1:45. Okay, so Carol loves to put in these Bible phrases with her book, especially with the next book that we also do have on the list. Is still coming from the same author, Carol Tierney. It's My Little Home, Volume 2. And this is a good thing, okay? My Little Home, and then My Little Home Volume 2. Same book cover, but it's different color, actually. It's just only a different color. It's more like an inverted color. And this is the passage that she placed in for the book as well. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. 2 Chronicles 7:14. That is what she placed here as a passage for her book. And it brings back some memories with, Reverend. Reverend did his, again, Reverend won't be with us tomorrow at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. But again, if ever you want to hear his inspiring words, as usual, okay, you can always check our live sessions. Those are always available and up and running at on our YouTube channel. And Zenki just want to read one comment. What kind of bird is that on the cover? That I do not know, but it's because if you look at the first cover and look at the second cover, it looks like a dove. If I'm not mistaken, you know the dove. Hold on, it was like around the flooding. Hold on. Was that Noah's Ark story? Like a dove brought a branch with leaf. I think this is the one that's referring to. But hey, if ever, Carol, if you are online and you are available, hey, feel free to put in the comment. Just wanted to check it out. If just want to see if ever we're on the correct here, or if ever there is, because if it's going to be the dove with the branch on its beak, then basically it has really significance when it comes to home. But hey, who knows? And just to answer your question here, Maxine, the bird turned wren, is that a variant cover? Yes, it is. On volume 1, it was a bit much more gray, and the second one, it's more green. And also, yeah, there you can see there. Oh, and coming from one of our comments here, the people from the event as well, coming from Dodge Parade, My Little Home is being read by a fairgoer. See. There, as I told you guys, there is something that people are drawn into. Okay, it's not always about the cover, but if ever you can create that curiosity and generosity when it comes to the book, you can always go for it. Okay, so Dodge, thank you much for tuning in. Hopefully, though, you'll be having fun at the book fair as well. And okay, so coming back with a couple of books that we do have here on our end. Next book that we do have is I Will Not Be Silent, Praying the Psalms. Okay, it's coming from the book Sharon Dexter, and let me just read the synopsis of the book as well. So this Christian devotional book is designed to help people reconnect with God in a prayerful manner. Okay, it uses the format of quoting a short segment of a selected psalm, followed by a brief discussion, followed by a short prayer. So if ever that is something that you also need within your life, though, again, and there's one thing that I can always say is there's nothing wrong with having a little prayer in life as well, okay? So again, if ever you are interested in knowing more about this book and want to grab a copy, and hey, if you want to do it a daily devotional thing, go for it, okay? The QR code is available on screen on the book cover. Just scan that QR code and add it to your future books to read list, okay? Or if you want to make it, put it on your shelf, collect these types of books, go for it, okay? So if you're interested, again, QR code is available, and it's available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble, okay? And also want to put another spotlight on the next book that we do have here is, let me just pause here, because this is going to be a good book. Now We're Cooking All the Things. There. Now We're Cooking All the Things, coming from Chef Rich Eaton. It is a food, and again, it's a cookbook. So here is one thing I would just put in right there, so at least you can have a general idea on what this cookbook is all about. If you love cooking, go for it, but let me read a passage here, okay? So, welcome to a tantalizing world of culinary possibilities. Now We're Cooking All the Things invites you on a delicious journey toward a healthier, sustainable relationship with food, okay? Now, that's what she's cooking, okay? So this cookbook is just not a collection of recipes. It's a vibrant celebration of flavorful and nourishing alternatives that will excite your taste buds while embracing a wholesome approach to eating. So in today's world where our food choices profoundly affect our well-being, this cookbook stands as a beacon of delicious hope. I want to play where it sounds like bacon, which is delicious hope. I'm not sure if... Now, Lillian, just want to read it. Yeah, what are we cooking? We're cooking all the things here, Lillian. Okay. So again, let me just continue here. So whether you're a seasoned chef or just starting out in the kitchen, these recipes offer more than a feast for the palate. Okay, so they provide a roadmap to a healthier and happier you. And it's time to turn the page on unhealthy eating habits and savor the incredible adventures of food, exploring the amazing array of all the things that make cooking a true joy. So join Tanya and Chef Rich as your enthusiastic culinary guides on this thrilling and delectable adventure. So put on your apron, gather your ingredients, and let's dive into the joy of cooking together. So if you are interested in cooking and you do love cooking at home and you want to know what other recipes you can have here, and again, who is not guilty of, how do you say this, unhealthy eating habits? I'm guilty. I always make sure I can get a cheeseburger. Yeah, cheeseburgers are a go-to option. Yeah, I'm not healthy. But going back to the whole thing. So if you are interested and want to go for it, hey, again, if you love having cookbooks and recipes as well, if you want to know what Chef Rich Eden has been crafting in her cookbook, feel free to check it out, though. Again, Now We're Cooking All Things. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Feel free to scan that QR code. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll add some more to your famous collection of recipes you can have for this Thanksgiving. Okay, it's in time for Thanksgiving. Add another menu, add another meal to the menu that you have on your Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, and next book that we do have here on the list is a title, and this actually I tried to check this out, though. It's a good book. It's one thing I can really recommend. It's Limelight from Joshua Croissant. It is a mystery and thriller book. So here, let me just read a couple of lines here. So a fame-obsessed Los Angeles pop star must confront a dark secret from his past. A secret so shocking, it threatens to unravel everything he's built. There. So if he is to save the lives of his loved ones, so Chris Flowers, one of the world's most adored pop stars, is on the brink of completing his highly anticipated album and gearing up, for a major performance that could elevate his career to new heights. But just days before the show, a chilling phone call shatters his world. A sinister voice threatens to expose a dark secret from his past, one that could destroy his carefully crafted image and career. So as the ominous demands to confess echoes in his mind, Chris finds himself torn between fame he craves and the safety of those he left behind in his pursuit of stardom. So again, when the lives of his loved ones are jeopardized, Chris faces an agonizing choice. How much is he willing to sacrifice for his success? In a gripping tale of fame, betrayal, and redemption, so Chris must confront his past and and decide what truly matters before it's too late. Oh, I kind of misread that. But again, it's up to you though, and I would really suggest though, grab a copy of this book. It's a really good read. Limelight from Joshua Croissant, really good book. Read a few chapters though. It's, how do you say this? It has this concept of once you start reading it, then it depends. Okay, I'm saying that this is just my own opinion. Just want to say it, my own opinion here. Once you read it, then you keep on turning the pages because you want to know what's next. Okay, there's always a build up with characters, so try to go for it, see what it is, and hey, who knows, maybe you'll fall in love and want to go with Joshua Croissant's series of books that he'll be having in the future. But who knows? We'll never know unless we try. Okay, so once again, that is Limelight from Joshua Croissant, mystery thriller. And if you are interested, feel free to scan that QR code and grab a copy right now. Okay, so coming from Lena Elliott, would really love to know if there is a list of books you've shouted out. Would help a lot. There is supposed to be, we're trying to work out the kinks now when it comes, because again, there are a couple of books, like in a day, we do have like around 50 or 70 books that have been shouted out. And it's going to be a lengthy thing to pace in on. But we're going to try it though. Maybe we can try to put it in the comment section. We'll try to see what we can do here when it comes with these though. Because usually though, it's just to make sure that it won't be too crowded with text. But don't worry, we'll see what we can do here, Lena. We might be doing a, a quick run through with all the books that we had shouted out then, okay? But don't worry, Lena, thank you much for that suggestion. Really appreciate that. And hey, who knows, maybe this will be the start of we can add a much more curated list on a per day basis as well for the shouted out books as well. Okay, so you know what? Again, I'm coming back with the whole thing again. If ever you're interested, going back with Limelight. If you're interested, go for it. Scan that QR code. Is available through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Okay. So, and also one more thing though, we do have a couple of more books that we can do a shout out here. But before that, just wanted to also give you a reminder though that as you can see on the screen, hold on, let me make sure I can hold it. Let's see if I can. There, I'm holding it. Okay, as you can see on that mini screen, the mini people there, that is what's currently happening live at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. So you can see some people there. You can see our staff as well. You can see the booth. You can see the books on display. There. Books on display. That's the booth there. So you can see Limelight is there. These will be some of the books that will be having a shout out though. And yeah, on the screen as well, we're seeing Limelight. We're seeing the book being displayed as well during the event. So at least you have a general idea that these books that are being shouted out are books that are also being displayed. Some of them are being displayed. Some of them are being shouted out because again, it's just how do I say this? Want to make sure we can provide a spotlight to these books, and these books really deserve that spotlight because again, a masterpiece that would go unnoticed will never be discovered eventually if no one puts a spotlight on, even just once. One person is enough to spread the word like wildfire. Okay, who knows? Okay, so again, we're coming back with the next book. So we do have a couple of more books here, so let's keep the steam train rolling and let's add more books to your future books to read list. Okay, so next book that we do have here on the list is from Mr. Peter A. Moscovita. This is Beyond All Doubt. Okay, coming from Peter Moscovita. It is a general fiction book, and he does have a couple of books on the series though when it comes with this. So Beyond All Doubt is one of them. And the next book that we do have on the list, coming from the same author, that's Peter A. Moscovita. Again, I'm going to be saying his name all the time from these three books, is The Following Storm, Book 1. Okay, so that's the next book that he has on the list. Okay, The Following Storm, book 1 from Peter Moscovita, and that is the next book that he has on list. And they're awesome. So you can see it there. It's being displayed. So Mr. Peter Moscovita's book is there. And again, the QR code as well. All ends well. And lastly, but not least on the book shout out, though, he also has The Ultimate Sacrifice. Okay, so there, it's being picked up. Can you see that? Can you see that? Awesome, right? So again, for Peter Moscovita, if ever you want to know more about his books and see his collection, again, the QR code is available for you to scan, though. It routes you to the Amazon page, but you can also try to check his website and see more and get updated on what he does with his day-to-day things when it comes with this book, okay? So once again, that's Peter Moscovita. And I also just want to do a quick shout out with the whole thing with Peter is I did an interview with him in the past that was like around last year, but it still is burned in my memory and really had fun during that interview. So if you're interested to know more about that interview, feel free to check our Readers Magnet YouTube channel. That's at Readers Magnet, and try to search in author interview Peter Moscovita, and then hey, you'll be routed to that 15-minute interview, and then you'll see on his plans about doing some books, his insights, how he started, and what was his inspirations when creating these books. Okay, so if ever you're interested, again, once again, feel free to scan the QR code that's available on screen for the book cover itself to the QR code. You'll be routed to this Amazon page, and hey, have fun, go ham, and add some books to your future books to read list. Okay, and next book that we do have on list here is coming from Gene Nuhan. Okay, it is a spirituality and inspirational book, though. It is The 6-Day War in Creationism. And he told me about this, and I really remember this interview. A new critique of the Young Earth Reform movement and its excesses. Okay, so if ever you are interested in knowing more about this, because this is a different take when it comes with, again, with Gene Nuhan's book, his take with this. So if ever you are interested and want to know more about this book, and I tell you, and if you are... how to say it? If you're interested in what this book is all about, there are 2 versions of this interview, and I just want to do a special shout out to this. He has one that he has done over a podcast. That was a 2-hour interview, and we have the condensed version that he did with us. That's at our Readers Magnet YouTube channel. You can try to check it out and see what the book is all about, how he came up with the idea, and what he thinks about it. Okay, so if you are interested and want to read the book first before getting the information from him over the interview, or if you want to know the information first from the interview before reading the book, so you can formulate your own how do you say this? Your own opinion as well. Feel free to grab a copy of the book or try to check out the interview that Gene Nuhan has done. Okay, so once again, that is The 6-Day War in Creationism from Gene Nuhan. QR code is available on screen. Feel free to scan the QR code and you'll be routed to his Amazon or Barnes & Noble page to purchase a copy of the book. Okay, and a next book that we do have here on the list is A Soldier's Story from Beginning to End. Okay, that's coming from Raymond A. Feist. Okay, it is a history and military book. Okay, so again, that is A Soldier's Story from Beginning to End from Raymond A. Feist. And next book that we do have here on the list as well is I Am Journey, coming from the author Sherry Beck, which is a general fiction book as well. So if ever you are, hold on, let me just make sure I can try to pop this up in here for you. Okay, hold on. Let me just, because I want to make sure that you can at least add that QR code and you can scan it. So just give me a few seconds here, okay? Hold on. Just want to make sure it pops up here. Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so again, A Soldier's Story from Beginning to End, coming from the author Raymond A. Feist. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I can put in the QR code correctly here. So once you scan that QR code, feel free to add it to your future books to read list. Again, that is A Soldier's Story from Beginning to End from Raymond A. Feist. Okay, so. Okay, that is a history and military book. So if ever you are interested, go for it. And hey, have fun and go ham when it comes with this book as well, okay? And then next book that we do have here on the list is I Am Journey, coming from the author Sherry Beck. There, finally. Okay, so I Am Journey coming from Sherry Beck. If ever, and I gotta give it to you though, I was looking at this book for quite some time and I was mesmerized by the cover itself. And I've tried to skim through a couple of pages, and I have to give it to the author though. It's really different on how you can manage to create a gripping story when it comes with your book. Okay, so once again though, That is I Am Journey, coming from Sherry Beck. So if ever you're interested in grabbing a copy, feel free to scan the QR code and grab a copy of the book as well. Okay. So, and next book that we do have here on the list is coming from Ben Hinton. It is Let Faith Grow. Okay, Running Through Adversity. Okay, so that again, Let Faith Grow, Running Through Adversity, or as he put this on his cover, that's LFG. Okay, Let Faith Grow, Running Through Adversity. And if ever you're interested in knowing more about this book and want to see what this book does, hey, feel free to grab a copy and go for it. Though again, it's available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And okay, you can always go ham when it comes with these books. Okay. And next book that we do have here on the list is coming from Catherine Shelby Hale. We have 2 books under her belt when it comes with this here. So that is Remember Me, coming from Catherine Shelby Hale. Okay, that is a memoir that she has available though for you to purchase. Okay, and if ever you are interested in knowing more about her book, hey, feel free to do that. Okay, so again, that is Remember Me from Catherine Shelby Hale. It is a memoir, and also she has a second book, which is a children's book as well. Titled the book is Stories by a Grammy Girl from Catherine Shelby Hale. Okay, it is a children's book coming from her list. If ever you are interested in wanting to grab a copy, again, QR code is available for you to scan on top of your screen. Okay, so you know what, there are still more books that we can go for, but I just wanted to try to check some stuff here, and we'll be back after a quick commercial break. Okay, so just stay tuned, have fun, and I'll be back after a couple of messages. Okay, so hold on, be right back in a few.
Discover Dashing Douglas.
And welcome back. So again, continuation with a couple of book shout outs that we have though. So I just want to make sure that we can also just want to give you a heads up though, if ever there are some books that you are falling in love, feel free to again scan that QR code and grab a copy, because again we're about to burn through our list. So if ever there is something that you have chosen as your favorite, go for it, have fun, go ham and order it for the book buying season. Okay, so again, continuation with the books that we do have. Again, books that deserve the spotlight. So the next book that we do have here on the list is coming from the author Marty Saulenas. It is a mystery thriller. Title of the book is Okanogan County. It is a Okanogan County trilogy. So it is a three-parter book. So if ever you're interested in wanting to know more, and this is a mystery thriller book. So if ever you are interested in knowing more about this book, hey, feel free to grab a copy and go for it. Kank's QR code is available for you to scan and be routed to this Amazon and Barnes and Noble page as well. Okay. And the next book that we do have here on the list is coming from, again, from Mary D. McCorvey, is The Character of Christ, a Bible study series. Okay. So if ever you would love to do some Bible study, and if you want to know more on how Mary D. McCorvey is trying to translate this book as well. Again, QR code is available for you to scan. That it's on the book cover as well. So once again, that is The Character of Christ Bible Study Series from Mary D. McCorvey. Okay, so if ever you're interested, again, QR code is available. Scan that and be routed to the Amazon and Barnes & Noble page for you to purchase one, okay? And next book that we do have here on the list is Dreams, The Magic of the Night, coming from Kenneth K. Gray. Wow, okay. So Dreams, The Magic of the Night coming from Kenneth Gray. If ever you are interested in knowing more about this book, hey, feel free to go for it. Again, it is a self-help book, and it's I think it's more of the interpretative side of things. So again, if ever you are interested and want to know more, the QR code is available for you to scan, so you can be routed to, again, Kenneth's Amazon and Barnes and Noble page as well. Okay, and the next book that we do have here on the list here, coming from the author Eileen Quinn Whitstruck, which is a sci-fi fantasy horror. It is The Timepiece. Okay, so The Timepiece, though, coming from Eileen Quinn Whitstruck, it is a sci-fi fantasy horror. If you are interested in knowing more about this book and hey, want to really go for it, and again, add it onto your future books to read list. Okay, and next book that we do have on the list here, coming from the author John D. Keller. Okay, that is Jesus' Doctrines of Marriage. Okay, this is a religion and spirituality book, and if ever you're interested and want to know more about this book, hey, feel free to scan the QR code, grab a copy, and hey, who knows, maybe this is something that you also need to read when it comes with when it comes with knowing about the doctrine or anything when it comes with this. Okay, so again, if you're interested and want to know more about this book, feel free to scan the QR code, and that is Jesus's Doctrine of Marriage from John D. Keller. Okay, and also one more book that we do have here on the list is An Artist's Respond to Political Injustice, coming from Jennifer Harith. Okay, this is also going to be, how to say this, it's going to be a new entry that we have here with our book shoutouts, because usually we do have like religious books, horror books, thriller books, story books, and also adventure books, romance, those things. Now we just had the addition of having cookbooks, and now we also do have an art and photography book. So if ever you are interested in knowing what this book is all about and what the book contains, then hey, feel free to scan that QR code and add it to your future books to display list. And then we have a new one: books to read, books to buy, and books to display list as well. Okay, and a couple of more books that we do have here on the list, though. We're down to the last few before we will be ending this book shoutout session. But again, you always have our live session available for you to see. It's just that little screen on the side, so check it out, have fun, and see what it is, though, when it comes with your book as well. Okay, so next book that we do have here on the list is The Furlights of Ariel, Eyes in the Dark, a Book 3, coming from Marie J. Phillips. Okay, so again, The Furlights of Ariel, Eyes in the Dark, a Book 3 from Marie J. Phillips. It is a science fiction book. So if ever you are interested in knowing more about this book and want to see what the book has for you, hey, feel free to do it. Go for it, and you'll know. Who knows? Okay, who knows? Maybe you'll find love within this book, and you'll feel how to say this. I'm trying to have fun when it comes to this book as well. Okay, and but before that, though, we do have a couple of more books that we are wanting to do a shout out, though. But you know what? There is a couple of things happening right now. But right now, when it comes with the live session that we're having here. So again, as you can see, because even me, I'm also looking at the live session on the little screen on the side there. But how about this, though? Let me just try to let's just do a really quick commercial break here. Just want to make sure that we have all the things up and ready, though, because I just want to do a special shout out as well, and just want to really confirm some information on my end as well, because we do have a couple of authors who just had their how do you say this, their book been advertised at the New York Times Square billboards, the digital billboards. Just want a special mention. We have here Gudrun Quillo, David Stewart, and also our very own Tish Barnhart, with and I believe that Tish made it her on her Facebook page. She did a My Day of her being in New York, seeing her book being advertised on the billboards. Hey, if you want to check it out, though, feel free to visit Tish's Facebook page. Okay, that's Tish Barnhart. And hey, maybe you'll see on what she was so excited about when it comes with her billboard being displayed in the New York Times. Okay, so just wanted to cover up with a couple of things here. And don't worry. I'll be back after a few seconds, though. I just want to do a very quick commercial break. Just want to check some stuff. And hey, just stay tuned. Have fun, and I'll be back in after a few messages, okay? Be there. Hold on.
ReadersMagnet is back in the heart of Guadalajara, Mexico. Join us for the largest Spanish-language book fair in the world. Guadalajara International Book Fair 2024. Access to over 300,000 titles. Networking opportunities with 15,000 book professionals. Feature your book in our book shoutout. And invite readers to grab a copy through our book plug. See you on November 30th to December 4th, 2024. Visit us at booth GG40 and GG42. Don't miss out and save the date. Contact us at 1-800-8050-762.
And welcome back. So yeah, I was trying to fix my wig here because I was about to plan to wear a wig, but unfortunately I don't want to do that anymore. So I had to go back up. So again, coming back with the book shoutouts though, just to make sure we can add more books to your list. And again, if ever you have something that's your favorite and you want to do some, hey, if ever there are some books that you want to go back with, tell me though. I'll tell you on which time we can at least make sure we can have some timestamps in there. But again, it's going to be a live session. So once the live session is up and running, I will make sure to at least have the list accessible to each and every one of you guys. Okay. So coming back with the books that we do have here on the list. So once again, we have here The Fur Lights of Auroriel, Eyes in the Dark, a book 3 coming from Marie J.S. Phillips. Okay, so it's a science fiction book. And if ever you are interested in knowing more about this book, hey, feel free to go grab a copy. Okay, so again, it's available through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And next book that we do have here on the list, unfortunately, I still haven't done my assignment of knowing what horse types will this be, but it's coming from Louise Zimanski. It is the Chincoteague Ponytails of Volume 5. So I haven't done it yet. I'm trying to do research on what type of books, but again, Google is not a reliable source of information all the time. So I'm trying to go for that, okay? But again, it is Chincoteague Ponytails of Volume 5 coming from Louise Zimanski. And if ever you are interested in going for this book, hey, feel free to check it out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble for you to add it for the book as well. Okay. And also, one more thing, and here, this is going to be an opportunity for me to redeem myself. Hold on. Here. Next book that we do have here on the list is Addiction Was Not My Fault, but Recovery Was My Responsibility. Coloring book for adults, women. Again, it's a coloring book for all ages, coming from Paul M. Pocket. There. Paul, if I got it correctly, this is the time for me to redeem myself. I won't be I won't be defeated by pronouncing your last name incorrectly. Hopefully I got it correctly now. Paul Pocket. Okay, so if ever you're interested in grabbing a copy again, Paul informed us that his book is available through Barnes & Noble, so you can try to check it out, though. Add it to your, add it to something you want to do on when it comes to coloring books and whatnot, okay? And the next book that we do have here on the list is coming from Jeff Zimmerman. Title of the book is Animal. Okay, so Animal, coming from Jeff Zimmerman. It is a political and social sciences book. Kind of a bit weird, though, coming with the cover, talking about it, though, and it's still Animal. Who knows what this book is all about? And if you want to know more, it is available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble, so try to get it up with here. And reading a comment here from Dennis Beckwith. What a colorful book cover. Yes, that was I think that's from Paul Pocket. Addiction Was Not. It is a coloring book, really artistic way in having a book cover for that. Same thing with Animal. It has that dark feel when it comes to this cover as well. And if you are interested, again, it's available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And again, coming from the author, Jeff Zimmerman. Okay? And the next book that we do have here on the list is coming from S.E. Cyborski, A Weight Relieved. There. Okay, it is a literature and fiction book, and if ever you are interested in grabbing a copy of this, again, Samantha E. Cyborski, or S.E. Cyborski is the pen name that we have here, is available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and you can always try to check out some other books that Cyborski has. It is a very good read that when it comes with the collection of books that S.E. Cyborski has under her belt. Okay, so if you're interested, go for it and see what it can bring to the table for you as a reader as well. Okay, and the next book that we do have here on the list, coming from Peter Hallam. It is a literature and fiction book, and it is a funny take when it comes with the historical figure, Vladimir. But this is a Vlad the Inhaler. Okay, an alternative history series of funny short stories. So if ever you are interested and want to add that dash of humor during your reading sessions, then Vlad the Inhaler is one thing that you can go for as your go-to option. Okay, so once again, that is Vlad the Inhaler, available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Feel free to try to check it out, though, Peter Hallam, and then you can grab more copies within their book as well. Okay, and the next book that we do have here on the list is The Unavoidables. Okay, toxic people who spark joy at the office. There. Okay, so it's The Unavoidables. Toxic people who spark joy at the office. There are people who are toxic, but then they still spark joy in your life. Who will be these people? Who will be these people that would be, how to say this, will be toxic in your life, but still brings you happiness? We'll never know unless you'll try to check out, again, that book coming from Violet Emberstone, the literature and fiction book. So again, if you're interested, want to know more about this, and hey, I'll go for it and see what it did. See what Violet means when it comes with The Unavoidables. And Peter, thank you much for joining in the stream, Peter. Thank you very much for promoting my book, Vlad the Inhaler. So, hey, each and everyone who's watching the live stream right now, Peter is on the comment section. I don't want you to bombard Peter, but if you have any questions, though, feel free to put it in. I know that's going to be a lot of questions you have there for the book Vlad the Inhaler, but you can try to check it out, though. And if ever, Peter, if you have time, if it's okay with you, I just want to ask your permission. If it is okay with you for you to answer some questions, then people can go ham and ask you questions about the book so they can have some more insights when it comes with your book, Vlad the Inhaler. And if you do have a link that they can click on to grab a copy of your book, that will be all swell and well as well. Okay, so Peter, thank you much for joining the stream. Really love to have you here. Okay, so and next book that we do have here on the list is Kylene's Quest from Vicky Whitehead. It is an action and adventure book. Okay, so it's an action and adventure book, and if ever you are interested in knowing what this book is all about, what the quest is, Feel free to check it out. Though it's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble as well. Okay, so again, that's Kylene's Quest from Vicky Whitehead. Action and adventure book. See what it is, and hey, have fun and go ham when it comes to it. Okay, and second to the last. Okay, we only have 2 books left for a shout out here. And just want to do a quick reminder, okay? Later on, though, we'll be doing our trivia, and I'll be summoning someone with me to join me to at least balance out the energy that we have here at the studio, okay? So no need to worry about that, though. I'm going to make sure that we can put someone on I'm going to put some summoning salt right now on the ground here. And if someone pops up, who knows who will pop up? Is it going to be Revan? Is it going to be another R in the team? Who is going to be the second R in the RR series of the book shoutouts? Okay, so again, so it's going to be R squared, or is it going to be another R that's going to be with me? Okay, so but again, stay tuned and check in with our last session. And hey, who knows who will be that special guest that I'll be summoning? It's not going to be a guest, basically. It's just really someone who's working alongside with me. I want to bring them on the show as well. Okay, so again, going back, so again, that's Kylene's Quest from Vicky Whitehead. If you're interested and want to know more about this book, feel free to check it out on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And hey, who knows, you might be falling in love with this book as well, okay? And next book that we do have here on the list, The Little Light, coming from Natasha Nicole Fulgarn, okay? It's a children's book, and if ever you are interested in getting some children's book, though, hey, feel free to join in, try to check it out, though, and have fun when it comes with these types of books as well, okay? And then last book that we do have on the list here is from Katina. I hopefully don't murder the last name here, okay? It is from Katina Blasingame. Blasingame. I'm really sorry, but it's coming from the author at Katina, and the title of the book is Repeat After Me. There. Repeat after me. Okay? So repeat after me. Let me try to condition your minds. Repeat after me. I'll be buying a couple of books this book buying season. Repeat after me. I will be adding more books to my collection. Repeat after me. Okay? But who knows? But again, this book is not about what I did earlier, okay? But again, the Repeat After Me, it is a religion and spirituality book. So if ever you are interested, hey, feel free to go for it. And again, to all of our viewers who had joined in for the first session of our live stream for today, thank you very much for this. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Just want to do some... I just want to make sure, though, if ever later on in the session, though, because I do know that I think on our afternoon session is the time that a lot of people are alive and kicking. And a lot of people are awake as well. So again, once we're up and running, though, later on we'll be having a trivia for us to make sure that we can add on to people, though, see what is how do you Yes, I think I'm manifesting for all of you. Okay, so who knows? Okay, so again, it's going to be the trivia later on. Okay, so everyone's going to be awake. There's going to be a lot of people joining in as well, and there's going to be a couple more books that deserve that spotlight. And I'm going to be having someone special to do the book shoutouts with me later on. Okay, but again, it's not the end of the Frankfurt International Book Fair yet. Okay, we still have today and tomorrow. And if ever by any chance you are in the vicinity of being there at the event, then hey, again, join in. Bring a copy if you are an author, bring a copy of your own book. Be at the fair, okay? Be at the fair, talk to Readers Magnet staff, and be featured on our social media platforms. And again, there's nothing wrong with trying to put your book out there, okay? No matter what it is, it might be a cookbook, it might be a photography book, it might be a children's book, it might be a coloring book, it might even be a horror book. But again, that is what we call your inspiration and your creativity being translated into words and writing. Okay, so if ever you are interested and want to go for it, just try to visit us again. We are located at Hall 6, ground floor. It's going to be a row B, booth 11. Okay, so again, try to check us out. Hopefully to see you there. And again, this is only the end of the half session, and I'm looking forward to see the rest of you later on when I'll be having someone else to join me during the book shoutouts, and as well to throw in some more trivia questions for your chance to win a free Kindle by this Sunday's raffle draw. Okay, so thank you much for watching. Have fun, stay tuned, and just make sure to get your breakfast, lunch, or dinner to wherever you are. And in case I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and a good afternoon to each and every one of you. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.